Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2. Where we left off last time, we're about to face off against these last few imps and wizards and stuff, and a Myrmidon apparently, but nothing of any significant value. Okay, we're going to try and get some of these things off. We need some... Actually, let's try and get them on the lower defense things, like the imps. We need to shaken and confuse as many things as possible, because it's our job, apparently, to get as many afflictions as possible. Oh. You guys got that guy, right? Yeah. Our main character's busy trying to shaken and confuse things. Perfect, that one worked. That guy's got really high will defense. I highly doubt that this is gonna work, but it did not. We should probably do a little bit of damage now before we die. That guy's dead. And we'll just hit that guy for a bit. We now can try against this Myrmidon. Why not? We got it. Excellent. Finish that guy off. Really? You missed a wizard? He's only got a shield on. Let's try and get another confusion slash shaken on him. Didn't work. And again. Yes! Nailed it. That was easy enough.
Of course.
How many more afflictions do we need to do before we are done with our mace affliction thing? 15, so it's not like we have a small amount to do.
You were saying? Just say the word.
Yeah. There's a guy coming, who cares? Everyone gets back here because I don't want them running into that Sigil of Atrophy.
You were saying?
Fine, we'll have ranged combat against him, I don't care. Do what I want. Did he just... What did he do? Everyone goes here. You and you come up. Ow. Nope. None of you are going in. And that takes care of that. I mean, if you really wanted to engage in ranged combat, that's cool with me, I'm good with that. Alright, that one's dead. There is another one over here I saw earlier. The Sigil of Death, that sounds way worse. Let's just take that on from a ranged perspective.
Behold me, mother.
You guys really need to aim better.
Still got it. I'm listening. Right between the eyes.
What is your special thing? Do penetration? Yes. Do that. Crits seem to do a lot of damage against it, but normal attacks, not so much.
Right between the eyes.
I don't know what the Sigil of Death does, I just don't think I want to be hit by it.
Still got it.
I'm guessing it causes death. Maybe injuries or something along those lines?
The alpha predator.
We're already at 2 injuries, so we can't really afford any more. And we have a lightning bolt.
Still got
I got this. Oh yeah, lightning bolt.
Yes.
Alright, I think that's it for
Trusty.
Sigil Death. There's also a couple things to loot up here. What do we got? We have some general supplies, some salt, some cannon, and some meat. Some cannonballs. We also have the Panther, which is another of the Hawana Constellation legends, and it updated our journal, so that's interesting. Take it with us. This brass telescope has been recently cleaned. Both lenses are polished to a fine sheen. Let's look for the constellation of the Panther. You spot the Panther near a crescent of stars meant to represent a fallen bow. You take down the constellation's coordinates. How about the Leviathan? It's positioned over a cluster of stars in the shape of a shattered canoe. We took those ones. Oh, something's happening. A dizzy spell overtakes you. The stars blur out their normal positions. When your focus returns, each of the celestial bodies cracks open one by one, their light bleeding together. The stars converge to form a series of winking eyes. Greetings, pal. The words spell themselves out in the stars. Beneath the winking eyes, the crescent moon slowly widens and rotates into a grin. Whale? While you're looking around, try not to think too hard about what's up here. Some secrets are worth keeping, sorry. The largest of the eyes winks. You blink, and the night sky reasserts its normal configuration.
You feeling all right? Talking to some dead people in there?
Technically, yes.
Yes, I'll take care of it.
What was her thing? Bacarnus Folly. She wanted the Huntress. Perhaps all four parts of the story can be found somewhere in the observatory, so we need more things. So we have the Panther constellation and the Leviathan coordination. But we're missing some other coordinations. I suppose that means we must have missed them somewhere. So we should probably go back down. Perhaps there's more to the observatory that we did not notice, or just didn't loot the thing we were supposed to. Either way, we need to look around more. There's a corpse we missed. Or something we missed. Ah, the Huntress. That's the one we're actually looking for. Okay. How did I miss all this loot? I must have been running around trying not to die at the time. Okay, that's all taken. We'll also cycle back down through there because there is a shelf we missed here too. We'll come up here first. So all of those have been taken. We've looked at all of the... Oh, the Kingfisher, we missed that one too. Man, I suck at this particular observatory. There's nobody to blame but myself. Those are just slats, there's nothing in them. I think we have all of them now. I know we did that side pretty well. And there's nothing down here. Okay. Now we have all four. The Huntress is the one we need though first, apparently. Allegedly. We'll see. We shall see. We need to go to the telescope, and grab those coordinates for the Huntress and the Kingfisher. And then hopefully we'll be able to unlock the orrery, whatever we're supposed to be doing. Orrery. Today is just clearly a Friday because I can't even talk properly anymore. Alright. Huntress. You spot the Huntress with ease, her bandolier of weapons standing out as a band of stars. And the Kingfisher. You note the position of the Kingfisher just above a particularly bright pairing of stars. Jesus. Alright. Moment of truth. Gotta focus up here. Let's try the Huntress first. I think those were the coordinates we wanted to do.
I'll see it done.
They were specifically mentioned. Enter the coordinates for the Huntress legend constellations. As the last number settles into place, you hear the sound of dormant gears beginning to turn. A low vibration builds under your feet. I think I'd be scared if an ancient machine started swinging around metal arms like 5 times as large as a person. It has aligned all the planets with the sun, and something's opening. It's a loot. And the loot is a Whale of a Wand. It's a one-handed superb wand, unfit for melee, so -5 deflection against melee weapons. Beasts imagined, hits with weapons have an 8% chance to cast form of the helpless beast on their target, and spell hits have a 10% chance to charm the target. Actually, really nice. And we found the research, which is the important part. Her final entry reads, "The stars are either dead zones or my instruments lack refinement. Shouting over their energy signature is a concentration of soul essence moving through the dead fire, enough to justifiably be called a river. Oddly, it seems to pick up speed where it veers off to the northeast, as if drawn to a whirlpool. What is this region hiding that can exert such a tug on reincarnation itself? Bakarna, you are in way over your head. And somebody leveled up. Oh, 2 people leveled up. Our ranger and our chanter have leveled up. History and sleight of hand. Ooh, we get level 7 things now. Alright, so there's songs. Many lives pass by, each leaving footprints. Summons a skeleton to fight for the chanter. That's kind of neat. Mercy and kindness followed wherever she walked. 100% healing done for 10 seconds. Penetrating Empower, which does more penetration. Potent Empower, which does extra damage with empowerment. And Accurate Empower, which does accuracy, obviously. We can also not get that spell because we never took the prerequisite of the Frost Wave one. We also didn't take the Quick and Insightful ones, so we can't get the upgraded Brilliant Inspiration. We can unleash an effect that deals raw damage to all foes in an area. Those near death can explode, dealing corrode damage to all adjacent enemies. Actually kind of cool. And we automatically get the Within Nagati's Embrace, nothing could touch her ability. I think I kind of want to go with the skeleton summoning one. It sounds really neat, actually. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I get another ability too. What could we take instead? Or as well, I should say. Let's do rapid casting. Let's reduce time between spells, because that's kind of important. Although not really as a chanter. He doesn't cast that many spells. What do I want? Wait a minute, wasn't there a summon empowering one? If I'm going to be summoning a lot of things, why wouldn't we take that? Where was that? There's that one, which reduces the time it takes to cast a summoning spell. Not what I was thinking of, though. Perhaps I was mistaken. Yeah, I guess I was. Oh well. Let's see what we can do instead. Why does he have 2 weapon style? Takehu doesn't use 2 weapons. He uses a 2-handed weapon, technically as a bow. Is 2-handed weapon... I guess that counts for guns and bows too, right? I would imagine so. Let's try it out. Worst case, we respec him later. Not a problem. We do it all the time. Mechanics and Bluff. She also gets new abilities, 1 for each class, so this is her rogue class. We could give her a chance to avoid any attack and convert some hits to crits. We could do deep wounds. That's actually incredibly good. Yeah, I think we're going to take that one. So what it does is 20% of slash pierce or crush damage becomes raw damage over time. So it just makes a dot worth 25 or 20% of her stuff, which is really nice. I think Driving Flight's probably one of the better ranger abilities as well. Our alternatives are Binding Roots, Master's Call. Nah, we're gonna go with the Piercing Hit. So Driving Flight shoots an arrow and it can go through the first target and hit a second target behind for less damage, arguably, but still. Pretty neat. Alright.
As you wish.
I think we're done here, actually. We got the wand, which we're not going to use unless we take Aloth back into our party at some point in time. Which I am considering, but not sold on at this point. We need to get more afflictions. Like a lot of them. We also have the stuff we wanted to get for Archimere, though. He wanted some research knowledge, and we have picked that up after killing Consul Hot again, technically. This is our second time killing that Lich, which is kind of annoying. He should just stay dead at this point. Although he's a very cool looking enemy, there's no denying that. He is straight up one of the coolest looking enemies in the game, at least in my opinion. So, where do we go here? We can go back down to Nekataka. There is an island apparently just southwest of us. I'm trying to slow down the way I talk, because obviously I was going too fast and just stuttering over my own words. Oh, we can fight the Kuaro, the Huana boat. There's also a couple of fights here. Onadir, the Temptress, I think is a bounty, isn't she? Apparently the Huana don't want to fight. I'm not particularly concerned with fighting them either at the moment. Let's go see if we can kill Onadir. I don't imagine that that will be a problem, but you never know. We also need to change up what? Wraiths, Shades, and Will-O-Wisps. That's just kind of an annoying combination. But okay, it's fine. I'm going to get rid of the healing damage thing. Put the summon one on. And all it's going to do is summon skeletons one after another. I wonder if we can just fill the... You probably can only have one at a time, but I'm hoping to get like a lot of them.
What can I do?
Just have like an army of skeletons. How big is the AoE on this? I wonder if we could sneak in and get this cast like right there. That'd be a great way to start the fight, I think.
Dim in the lantern.
Her sneak skill sucks though, so this could go terribly wrong really quickly.
I see his soul in the darkness.
That
One ready
wasn't
for
what I told you to
reaping.
do. Why are you getting so close? Oops.
Bathed by shadows.
How close do you need to be to cast this thing? Keep getting spam calls from not telemarketers. Fake
I see his soul in the
CRA,
darkness.
which is
One ready
Canadian
for
Revenue
reaping.
Agency. Kind of annoying actually. I wonder if I can go down here. In fact, if we're going to be doing this way, we should bring our whole group down here.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'm just going to try and hit the outside edge like this. That way we don't have to get too close, in theory.
Thick, worth and raw.
Perfect.
Knoweth Ixie honor.
Alright, so we're going to go in, and you... We're going to be fighting about here, so barrier up. And you... Unfortunately, this is not the time for afflictions. Mostly because I don't think ghosts can be shaken. Or stunned, for that matter. Maybe they can. Okay, this fight is not particularly hard. We've almost won it already. We could try. I mean, there's nothing stopping us from trying, I guess. It missed, but her will save, whatever it is, will save, yeah. Mind save, it's like 101. There's almost no way we're getting that off on her. It has an 18% chance. Oh, there's an Earthblight there. Maybe we can do the Earthblight. It's only a 50. Shaken and confused. Can I do it again, like right away? Do I need to wait? Everyone, stop attacking.
Don't see why
I don't think that worked. Try again. Stop shooting.
Right between the eyes.
I guess we're just gonna fight it. Everyone seems to be getting in on this fight. That was a very easy fight for a bounty anyways. Humility. It's an exceptional light armor, +2 armor, and enemies' blades have 20% chance to resist slash damage attacks. Entirely? Wow. Very interesting. Alright.
What is as you
I guess we're done here. That might not even have been a bounty, but I think it was. I'm pretty sure. Do we have a head? Basically, we'll know if it was a bounty by the fact that we have a head or not. Onadir's head. Yep, it surely was. I'm not really sure how we collected a wraith's head, but you never know. There's weird things in this world.
Before venturing forth.
Old battleground. Search it. We got a warbow, sword, that's it. Were they magical or important at all? Saint Omaku's Mercy. Is that the warbow we picked up, or did we pick up a normal one? Because that's a really nice warbow. We draw extra damage, increases survival, 1 penetration, restores 10 health to nearby allies upon scoring a kill, increases with religion. So it's good for survival religion people. Which is odd, but not super odd. We have a lot of unique weapons now. Including a blunderbuss. A very nice blunderbuss, I might add, but we don't really have anyone that uses blunderbusses. Blunderby? Blunderbusses, I think it is the plural. Several blunderbuss. I don't know. Let's go grab some food and water. We're almost out of food and water on our boat. We should probably top that up and maybe go buy some more supplies. We're looking a little bit low in terms of food and supplies. Maybe not. Oh yeah, our water keeps getting unequipped for some reason. Eat more hardtack, and if you don't want hardtack, you can have that too, and all the fruit. Have all the fruit. I don't care about the fruit. Eat some. No, I kind of like the porridge. It's kind of good. What's this stuff? Hagfish. Eat some hagfish. And some silverfin. There. We have enough food for ages. Oops, I mean to get off my boat. Let's go turn in this quest at Nekataka, and then we'll head out elsewhere. Do we even have the bounty for on that fight we just did? Doesn't look like it, so I'm guessing that will pop up sometime. Let's go talk to Archimere, though. Archimere is the person we want to see. He will for sure want to tell us how good we did in killing Consulhot. Say. We can go straight to his place. Minimizing travel time. And then I'm hoping he's going to be happy with our results, but we'll see. Where is he?
Hey you! Master waits for you by glowing pool downstairs.
That actually scared the crap out of me when he started shouting. Is he mad that I stole his stuff again?
Gather your party before venturing.
Downstairs by the glowing pool. That's not ominous at all. If we have to fight Archimere, I'm going to be pretty unhappy because I just killed Consulhot. Where is the glowing pool downstairs? Must be over here. We didn't loot the whole basement? Oh my god. I should just give up gaming right now. I committed the cardinal sin of gaming. I didn't loot all the things.
Easily done. Don't mention it.
Hello? Anybody in here? Okay, good. No one's in here. Ooh, what's this? Seru Sicker. Exceptional poison damage. It does 0 poison damage though. That's kind of weird. Maybe it needs to be buffed or something. Palm slots. 100 billion books we'll go through really quickly. Most of these I think are related to lore, but I'll go through all of them between videos, just like clicking on them and seeing what they are, in case some of them contain quest information or like quest updates, anything along those lines. Let's go this way, I think.
Leave it to me.
This doesn't look like a glowing pool area.
I can do.
No, this is a.
I got it.
This is decidedly a torture chamber with a soul in
See
it.
it done.
All right, what's the soul have to say? The slab looks intended for Archimedes' iron constructs. You sense a fractured, confused scrap of soul essence. You read it. You walk through the halls of Archimedes' manor. The layout is no stranger to you, and you navigate every turn with confidence. Your partner is your shadow, hanging 3 steps behind. Come on, hurry. A little noise won't disturb the imp stewards. Ifrin nods and hastens his pace. You reach a heavy vault door. The lock is made of gems set into the stone. Ifrin is glancing over his shoulder, too preoccupied to follow your careful motions. Set the gems into their combination and pray that your contact got it right. Just as the vault door grinds open, one of Archimedes' imps rounds the corner and screeches in a full voice. You spin on your heel and make a run for it. Ifrin is nowhere to be seen, but a whisper of cloth through an open doorway tells you where he's gone to hide. Before you can take your second step, a blow like a battering ram carries you off your feet. Disoriented and prone, the last thing you see is the fist of an ironclad construct mercilessly coming down, with nothing but your head between it and the cold stone floor.
I'll be damned if I let a soul be used for such foul means. Come with me now, you poor lost thing.
Expression grim, Jyoti draws her lantern back and forth over the guts of the construct, absorbing the thief's remaining essence. You stole the soul from the wizard whose house we're in. Not that I really care too much about that. I'm just stealing. Nothing here seems to care that I'm here stealing all the things. So I'm just gonna take them all. Maybe Archimedes gave us carte blanche to walk around his place because we were doing such an important job for him. How do I get to that chest?
I'll see it done.
Okay. Anything else exciting? Not really yet.
Don't mention it.
A pickaxe. Okay. So, where's the glowing pool? Does it mean the vault? Or something down this way that we haven't gotten to yet? I don't think that hallway goes anywhere though. Storage, alchemy lab, forge. It could be this over here. I guess. Let's examine the stone wall. We could bust it open. We'll disable the alarm system first, though. Have someone push through the wall. And we just shove it open. Scrying pool. It's supposed to be a scrying pool. That doesn't say anything about blowing up anything, so... If I were a scrying pool, where would I be? Probably the vault, I guess? Doesn't look very scrying, though. Maybe it is the alchemy lab. No, that's definitely not a scrying pool. Forge, alchemy lab, library. There's another room here I'm missing. I think I have to go down this way. There we go. I figured it out. We're not as lost as we thought we were. We just didn't go far enough past the mushroom hut. Hope he's not mad at us breaking down that wall for really no reason other than to bust down the wall. This is the room. This is clearly the scrying room. And that is several steel-clad constructs surrounding Archimedes. Archimedes' eyes are closed in deep concentration, his attention entirely focused on the glowing pool in front of him. I guess we're clicking the pool. Archimedes gestures down at the scrying pool. You peer deeper into the waters. Dark silhouettes sit arrayed in a circle, and the surface of the pool ripples in tune with muted voices carrying from below. Dip your face in the water. No sooner does your skin break the surface tension than you feel a breeze of warm air. You are peering into a stone chamber ringed with braziers and tapestries, as you would an open window. Robed men and women clutch armrests of their thrones. Water drips down your chin. The other Archmagi seem for the moment unfazed by your presence. And Amoa folds her arms and stares down at another woman who keeps her fists balled at her sides. Ooze drips from the sleeves of the Amoa's robe and pools at the floor. You mistake the matter, Kalikoth. My curiosity and perusal are not endorsements of her research. Mora nods with an air of boredom. Bakarna won't suddenly be vindicated by the likes of us having simply read her work. Something green and twisted wriggles under the table. Kalikoth points down and a flash of light incinerates it on the spot, filling the room with a stench of overcooked snails. A suppressed chuckle carries over the silence that follows. You're a slippery fiend, Mora. Some of us refuse to taint our reason with the half-wit conclusions of circle rejects, and keep the slugs to yourself. Kalikoth grits her teeth. Are you finished? We could get started if she would banish the thing enamored with my ankles. Kalikoth points an accusing finger at Mora. I swear she baits me at every turn, Archimere. You call this conclave? I hope you're ready to impose some bedamned courtesy. Mora, your pets can wait outside. Archimere waits patiently as Mora makes a shooing gesture. A wet slurping sound echoes in the hall, and something dark and large makes its way towards the exit. If we're ready to speak rationally, our patience is about to be rewarded. He strokes his beard and sighs, inviting you to speak. I bring you Bakarna's research. Some of us may welcome it more than others. Minoletta flicks a spark in Kalikoth's direction. This is the renowned slayer of Lengrath? My, what a surprise! Ringrim rests her chin on her fists and regards you with pursed lips. She glances across at a woman digging her nails into the tabletop. One Lengrath. He killed but one. The current Lengrath raises a finger. And her pets, Turasulfus and Gephonorkos too. Those she raised from eggs. She raises two more fingers, breathing heavily. Well, it looks like it worked out for her unsteady at least. Are you insinuating? Lengrath makes to rise from her chair. Ninagoth massages his brow with both hands. This posturing is without value or reason. Get on with it, old man. He beckons to Archimere. I was about to do exactly that. The Archmage nods and clears his throat, elbowing you out of the way, so that his face commands the scrying pool. Bakarna was no Archmage, but we all agree she was on the cusp of a breakthrough before her unfortunate disappearance. Archimere takes a book from you and licks his fingers as he begins to turn the pages. We lost an item. Why did you never officially recognize her? Her studies had no merit. They yielded nothing of interest or relevance until today. Archimere raises an eyebrow. Be that as it may, someone did not wish for this breakthrough to occur. For that alone, we have good reason to seek knowledge of her amateurish, if enthusiastic, research. Archimere's eyebrows form a steep triangle as he arrives at a page of mathematical figures and coordinates. She discovered a river of soul essence flowing through the dead fire. The Archmages exchange furtive glances. Lengrath tilts her head to the side, in every way unperturbed. Lengrath clears her throat. We arrived at that conclusion long ago. Try and keep up. And yet she traced the path of the river while we only speculated on his existence. Archimere pulls on his beard and squints down at the almanac. Where does it go? Archimere sets the book aside and pulls out a vellum map of Deadfire. He traces his finger from the shallows of the Great Reef northward. Where it goes is not my immediate concern. I am occupied who presently follows it. The path of Aethys is winding but unerringly intentional. His fingers begin to stray east. He pauses on open ocean, his brow furrowed. Could that be? Tane leans forward, trailing off as he cranes his neck for a glance at the parchment. Suddenly, all of the attention shifts back to you. I think we've taken more than our share of the Watcher's time, unless there are any final questions. Unblinking, Archimere lifts his brow and waits, your dismissal hovering on his tongue. Can I join the circle? You? You would ask us this after robbing my manor? Sorry, you would ask this after robbing my manor, showed you the decency to spare your life? Archimere turns to you, his expression pale and affronted. Around the table of Archmagi, someone chokes on a sip of wine. Absolutely not. Will there be anything further? Archimere waves his hand, the matter closed. Why was Consulhot so interested in this? Are you keeping secrets from us, old man? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Minoletta rests her chin on her fist and fixes Archimere with a severe glare. It wasn't of immediate pertinence. Besides, Consulhot has been dispatched yet again. Esteemed mistress of missiles. Archimere favors Minoletta with a stiff bow. Your flattery has gone stale. To address the Watcher, I imagine Consulhot wished to sustain his wicked existence on a fount of essence, but you kindly put a stop to that. Minoletta nods, favoring you with a smile that she denied Archimere. Wait, don't I get to hear the rest? Archimere's gaze hardens. Oh, wait, are you a member of the Circle? I hope you don't think we would divulge our secrets to a mere mercenary. Archimedes' gaze hardens, and a self-congratulatory smile cleaves his face. You are not entitled to everything I own, burglar. You're holding something back. What is it? Archimedes takes in the other members of the circle. Their responses are myriad. Some shake their heads, others shrug, and others still lean back in their chairs and wait to see how it plays out. Better that I remain silent on the matter. If we wish to invite you into our confidence, you would surely know of it. I guess that's it then. Here, baubles for your service. Not that you deserve them. Consider your debt repaid with interest. Archimedes returns back to the circle and pointedly ignores you. We got Archimedes' illuminating discoveries, it was put in our stash, and 5,000 copper. We got an achievement called Constellation Prize, which is a play on Consolation Prize. I like that. Clever. What is the Archimedes thing that we picked up? A bunch of spells for our non-existent wizard. Perfect. I guess that's going to be it for this video. We're a little bit over time. I am going to actually take a nap and then we'll do more videos. I am a little bit under the weather today. I think I may have stayed up too late last night and I'm definitely not firing on all pistons right now. So I will leave you guys here and then we will continue in a little bit once I am a little bit more rested. Take care everyone. See you soon.